EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Goff going to look to throw right away. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
But we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction. Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Gone. And this one too low.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Goff now looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0. Out of the gun, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 20. And they'll send Miller in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. Now Goff on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Goff going to keep it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jared Goff with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. For Kittle here, it's complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Goff. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he returns this to the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 3rd and 5. Ritter. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In motion, Hollins. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Miller in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Going play action, Ritter. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On 1st down, Goff finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. A give to Montgomery out of the gun, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third call. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
Throwing on third. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Brock Wright, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Ritter back to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw, Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Ritter off the play fake. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alex Anzalone coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Derek Barnes, he's the one that drops him this go-around. That pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Ritter will set up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, 52 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Goff now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 58 yards. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Here comes 2nd down. Ritter. Pass complete to Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Ritter wants to throw it. And complete to Drake London. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the defense helping them out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Here's 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Ritter. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Ritter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Fourth down, big play. Here's Ritter. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point by Gaines is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Cordero Patterson out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
They'll
6.
come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On play action, here's Ritter. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now this throw caught left side, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 5. In motion, Hollins. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, they're going to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ritter. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch can be made cleanly.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Ritter to throw it. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Richardson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A good pickup there, 22. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Richardson now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Richardson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more they did last time out. Now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 3rd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Caught out left side by Robinson. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, If you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here as they start at their own 7.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. He's got his man, it's Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Richardson off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st down, Richardson. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during the game, cameras are looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're observing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Going deep this time for Miller. Wow, and that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Richardson working from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Richardson going on 4th down. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At their 49-yard line.
2nd and 5. Play action. Now Richardson. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Back to the air with Richardson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Richardson to throw off play action. Rolling to his right. Get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Richardson. Being chased out left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Taylor. trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The extra point by gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 with the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Robinson with another carry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your velocities get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up past the... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First play, Watson to the air. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Out of the gun, Watson. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Well, a first carry here for Robinson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And they'll send Miller in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Calling a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it. Touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
That's my game, bro. I run. I don't know how to pass, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
kick this one away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. To about the 33-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for the team's first sack of the game.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And down he'll go at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it.